Are you entertained? Is this what you came here for? What's up, guys, and welcome back. Are you here for some more Rome 2 Siege action? I hope you are, but you are in the right place if you are. And yes, I hope you are going to be entertained. These gladiators here, I hope they're going to put on a show for you, that is for sure. 3 Roman gladiators, unusual to see that, certainly in a build, as all chaos is going on around us. You've got Roman artillery here getting sniped, I think, from, looks like Parthian. No, it's Swaby Ballista, who's like spamming those ballista shots as he tries to hit the giant ballista here. We have a sally out coming on from a defensive Egypt player, and he is selling out everything by the looks of it. This is from infantry to chariots. We've got a elephant general also being sent out here as well. We've got on both sides there we have some really cool factions, certainly, and this is not the faction I had in mind for selling out. We have Parthian on the defense. Felt like they were going to be the guys to be selling out if it's going to be anyone, with heavy cataphracts or camel cavalry. And then we also have Swaby, and we have Egypt, of course, as you can see here on the defense. We also have an Egypt on the attack. We have a Rome, and we have Tylus. Some pretty strong attacking factions. Tylus, you see more and more, to be honest, on the battlefield. A pretty solid faction that can spam out these tribal warriors, which, yeah, are about 800 or so. But yeah, they have some pretty decent stats. I mean, not like masses, but they've got very heavy melee infantry. So their armor's pretty solid at 95. So if you can get cheap, very heavy infantry, you're going to take them. Even if it means you have to take thorax swords. And if you know me and thorax swords, we don't really get on. Though I bring them myself if I have the option. I just don't expect them to do a job, that's for sure. I just feel like they get beaten by so much. You certainly see in these siege battles I cover, they get beaten by just about every man and his dog. And the dog alone could beat the thorax, let's be honest. But yeah, Rome, really solid faction. They're going to do a very good job. Tyres, solid faction. Egypt as well, spamming out those thorax, as we were saying. I mean, they have better melee attack than the tribal warriors. They just have worse armor, so it kind of like it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another. But yeah, this makes for a really interesting fight to start with. It's turning into really a proper land battle here. Egypt dueling with Tylus. They've got the Celtic slingers here, dueling with it looks like Cretan archers and Egyptian slingers. These guys kind of blobbing up a bit, making it a bit easier for Tylus. But Tylus is doing a 4v2, not in his favor, and he is losing, as you can see there. Celtic slingers giving ground. Looks like Rome is coming up to support, bringing all his auxiliary Syrian archers. Whether we're going to see something to maybe try and send those pack in, like the Egyptian cav or something, maybe charge out, deal with those slingers. Looks like artillery is being used to try and silence the archers too. We get these Cretans here, they need to start firing into the auxiliary Syrians. Do much damage, just do a typical 4v1, or like, you know, focus one unit at a time with all 4 of your units. It seems like that's what Rome's doing as well, which is good to see. Yeah, proper land battle taking place here before we're going to even get inside the settlement, which is something a little bit different. Don't see this very often, that's for sure. And yeah, it looks like we're going to see a scythe chariot maybe getting used. Missiles are being used to try and focus that down. Not a bad idea. Honestly, though, just let some Javies get used and they'll do some serious damage to that scythe chariot there. Cav also coming forward. Looked like they were going to maybe try and use that to silence the archers. But I don't think it's going to be needed. All these archers now firing at other things other than the Egyptian archers. It's meaning Egypt is taking the advantage in this range fight and is starting to kill off the Syrian archers, as you can see there. We've got Praetorian cavalry being bought by Rome. Don't ever see expensive cav being bought, but that will certainly deal with these Egyptian cav, which are just pretty cheap low-tier cavalry. But yeah, Praetorians being brought is kind of impressive. It's a pretty Praetorian spam, to be honest. I guess across the board, I'm seeing more Praetorians there, armored legionaries. More armored legionaries here. Oh, and here we go. Here comes Parthia. Camel cataphracts coming in from this flank. So all the distraction from Egypt on the other side. And now Parthia gets cooking on this flank. Those camel cataphracts can do some serious damage. They have some pretty good armor as well. But Javies are certainly the way to counter them. Definitely, I wouldn't say that was the best choice of target. I mean, because, yeah, look at this. Now Egypt is going to pin every single one of these camels in. Really well done there by Egypt. Poor, really, from Parthia. And that could be a bit of a waste, to be honest. I think this distraction, this little force here is going to get wiped out. Though, we are going to see Parthia sending up all his Parthian swords to Javi onto the thorax down below. So this might pay off, well, I wouldn't say slightly. This is a very expensive risk here. It does look like the Parthian player pulling through like a mother trucker. And as you can see here, Egyptian cav going in, and it's all going on now. Scythe chariots going in as well. Oh my gosh, these guys have 300 kills already. The gladiators are in there. My gosh, what is going on? That is insane. This chariot has done very well already. Really good results. Yeah, I think it's just mowed down so much infantry here. It is all going on. My gosh. Got ethereal spears there forming like a square. They're going to just try and occupy a lot of these troops. Archers coming forward. The general will not be committed surely, but Egypt is fully committing to this. His chariots are gone, and we're going to see a cav charge here. This isn't going to go so well. These aren't great cav units, but he's going to pull through, which he shouldn't really do because he has not knocked that unit down. And just going to lose a load of troops from doing that, but yeah, that's some serious pull through going on there from the Egyptian player. My gosh. He's going to just try and get those Celtic slingers there. And really, yeah, as I said, the Roman general could go and probably silence them for sure. More cav, sort of hammer and ambling here. Trying to rout those Praetorian guard. We've got the pikes in here as well. And they're doing good damage. Their pikes aren't really being threatened at all by range. So they actually might be able to get some serious kills there with those pikes. We'll see. But yeah, the camels here, after pulling through, they are getting routed finally, which is good to see because they deserve to be. Parthian needs to get his general out of there. That is not a good idea to keep him hanging around there. That is for sure. But yeah, what a messy start to today's siege. That is for sure. It looks like the cav all getting routed as well. Thorax pikes here. Setting up for Egypt, I guess, to make sure nothing else goes on. Here goes Egypt's general. His African war elephants going in, just killing friend and foe as they go berserk. Knock them down, boys. Knock them down. I don't know really if they're getting great kills. 263 actually. They are getting good kills. Pikes here need to think about flanking, but they could kill Rome off here. Rome's pretty good. He's in a pretty bad state. Sorry. Egypt's also pretty much out. It's going to be a trade for trade army. Galatian, like swords out here. It's the Galatian, like royal guard. Yeah, they're out here. I mean, Tylus is also in this fight as well with his Gallo-Thracian infantry trying to do some damage. I mean, the range units are doing pretty well. They're getting decent kills as well. But here comes more of Egypt, like the attacking Egypt coming to help in. And I think that might be, yeah, the Egyptian general dead now. Yeah, he is. I think he might be dead. Yeah, general gone. But I mean, he's done well. 397 kills in a land-like fight, basically. Very good for an elephant unit. We'll just have to see how well that does. Swaby obviously has got a lot now to do. We've got Mercenary Gallic warriors. I didn't think these were in their roster, to be honest. But maybe they are. Maybe it's a different Swaby. It might not be like Grand Campaign Swaby. I've made that mistake before, thinking, oh, these guys are glitched to phone, but it's just it's a different DLC Swaby, which could be Siege and Gaul, I guess. Even still, should only play, if someone's playing Grand Campaign, should only play Grand Campaign, really. In my opinion, that is. I don't know, everyone has the same opinion. If you've got a DLC, you can use it. And Egypt's going to try and get stuff back. There you go, he's going to get chased all the way home. Gallo-Thracian infantry here, trying to chase down these Cretan archers. We've already got 173 kills, they've done very well. So the Soria Spear here is going to get the job of trying to say of holding everything back. The pikes are going to break though. Yep, they are with a wavering. They're going to get charged by the Egyptian infantry there. Oil is also pouring down and is killing friendly Cretan archers. That is very unfortunate there for the defending Egyptian player. That is for sure. And you can see the longbow hunters up here. They're just focusing down into units down below. I mean, they're shooting just anything and everything. I'd maybe save my ammo for more important targets, maybe like the Roman archers, or I don't know, or defending pikes. Sorry, attacking pikes, or generals. If you can get a general, maybe. If they could have got Rome's general, that would have been huge. But I think Rome's general was very safe most of that battle. He was just kind of being held back there, that's for sure. But yeah, that was an interesting start to today's siege, that's for sure. Didn't really get to do the usual intro because it was kind of straight into the action. But yeah, not a bad start at all. That's for sure. Action-packed. We've got the wooden spears here. They're getting ready. Looks like slingers are routing for the defending Egypt. They only got a couple of Cretan archers back, as far as we're aware. There might be some uncommitted Egyptian units further back, but I have a feeling no. I have a feeling they might have committed everything and anything to that fight. Whether they could have fought a little bit further, closer to the wall, maybe like sort of fought back here to allow ranging support. Maybe that would have been a play, but yeah, it's hard to say really. I mean, I also think Parthia wasting his camels, massive waste there. Really, just using them to distract. I mean, he's still got his general out here, just sniffing about. I imagine he's, looking for generals. I mean, there's not really any major great targets. The Roman general is probably the best one to go for. Egypt's general, I imagine, is an infantry one as well. Yeah, he's a royal thorax, so you're not going to be able to kill them. Cav's good, but it's not like Attila Cav where you can just mow down armies. And in we go with some mercenary Gallic warriors, which may or may not be glitched in, or they may be a different faction. I don't know. But yes, if you want to send in your own Rome 2 replays like this sub did here today, do send them into my Discord. The link is down below in the description. You're more than welcome to send them in. I'm always looking for more Rome 2 replays, and I'm trying to up the amount of like Rome 2 I'm covering on the channel because you guys seem to be enjoying it, and I enjoy checking it out as well. Rome 2, one of my first like Total Wars I really kind of like got to grips with when I was a young'un back in the day. And what are we all firing here now? Mercenary Cretan archers again. I think they're shooting at Parthian elites. Oh, jeez. Parthia really brings some expensive stuff, which kind of concerns me as a small infantry force. Which if he does, I wouldn't be surprised because Parthia kind of sucks with infantry. Their best infantry is the Parthian swords, which we've seen, which aren't that great. They've got kind of worse stats, to be honest, than even the thorax when it comes to melee attack. It looks like the thorax here are getting beaten by the Gallic warriors. And in go the Parthian swords and more mercenary Gallic warriors. They're going into the flank here, but that's not a bad idea actually. That might do some serious damage to the thorax. But they could do with maybe opening up some more choke points to the attackers. Rome here, my gosh, look at this. Rome is battered. If Rome entertained you getting slaughtered, that is great to see because, yeah, Rome got slaughtered. That is for sure. My gosh. But yeah, I'm gonna say that was pretty devastating. Yeah, pretty devastating for Rome. But yeah, the attackers need to open up another offensive. Maybe like drop some of these towers. Start to think about landing here because I feel like they've got the quality that they can just overwhelm these defenders. I mean, yeah, they've got like Bloodsworn, which is good. They've got the Woodnaz spears, which are solid, like holding. But have they got enough really? Parthian swords certainly I don't think are good enough to beat a lot of the stuff here. Egypt's actually falling back though. He's inviting like these hillmen or something to mount onto the wall here, start to javvy down into them. But yeah, I certainly think they've got the quality. Like Egypt's got some solid infantry in the Royal Galatian Guard. And we've got the Oathsworn and Tribal Warriors of Tylus. So I feel like they've got good stuff. They should trust in their ability to break through. And there you go. They've held the line, these guys. They've forced Egypt back. I don't know whether Egypt is... I don't know if they have the scorpions on the top. I don't think they do, no. I think it's on like a normal walled settlement, like a Greek or a I don't know, an Eastern settlement or a Roman one, I guess, as well. Anyone that has an actual proper wall with crenellations on, they get the scorpions on those. They don't get them on barbarian settlements. Yes, maybe they thought it'd be too OP, but seeing some Cretan archers go out, I think they're maybe going out there to basically just stop these Gallo-Thracians from getting onto the wall. Which I don't know if they necessarily will, or whether they'll just keep going up. I'm really not sure. But yeah, it's just going to delay the Tylus play basically a little bit. Which yeah, I think that's exactly what he's managed to do, ever so slightly by like seconds. going to see more Gallo Thracians land here. They're getting javied in the face by these mercenary Gallic warriors. I mean, I guess it's good to get them off, but the javi's off, but they're not really getting massive kills. And in they go. Tyler's now getting very much stuck into the fight. And these Gallo Thracians are not that great, but with maybe a triple gold chevron or a single gold, double gold in this case, that'd be okay. 49 melee attacks, pretty insane.
Cut them down!
Yeah, armor's kind of a bit of a problem. 65, a lot lower than most other stuff, but might still, you know, do some serious damage. I mean, it's better armor than a lot of the Swaby units, that's for sure. So if it comes down to that, they'll be okay. Parthia still struggling in this choke point here. Gallo Thracians flanking though, doing a good job there. Parthia's forced to fall back. At least it looks like he's trying to. I don't think he's really succeeding. Egypt does look like he might be about to en masse land here. A lot of Thorax getting ready, but it also could just be a bit of a front just to try and draw Parthian troops away. And actually, yeah, Parthia has brought a whole load of Parthian infantry, or Parthian swords. It's good to see. To be honest, I'm quite a big fan of that. We've got mercenary hoplites back here. Not so big fan of that, to be honest. I mean, they're not that great, I don't think. And hoplites, you know, I mean, they're good if you can then hold a choke point with them and then use archers to support, I feel like, to try and get all the kills. They're not going to get loads of kills for you. But watch me get proved wrong, and they'll go and get like 200-300 kills. Hillman going in here against the Gallo Thracians. They might have a bit of joy there, those Hillman. We'll see. They keep cycling in and out. They've got axes, so they actually have 12 charge bonus, which is not that great, but I guess it's their best sort of stat they have really going for them. Wooden as spears landing. They might have to deal with those armored legionaries. Looks like the Gallo Thracians trying to disengage, trying to get the mercenary Gallic hunters. Again, I'm pretty sure they must be glitched in, these guys. Which, if they are, odd, because Swabia has good bows. They have the longbow hunters and the Cimbri bowwomen. So I don't know why you need to glitch them in. Unless, like I said, it is Caesar and Gaul Swaby, which is the only thing I can think of. There you go. Looks like they're routing the armored legionaries here. They're going to get these Gallo Thracians as well, which are down to 19 guys. They're not even thinking about wavering. They've got 203 kills. My gosh. I think these are from the ones fighting outside against Egypt. But yeah, insane amount of kills there. What's their morale stakes like? Oh, base morale 66. That's pretty good, actually. It's nearly the same as the Wooden as spears. I mean, it's the same as an armored legionary with one bronze chevron. My gosh. I mean, yeah, they've got some pretty solid morale, actually, just generally. A good start at 50 with no upgrades. There you go. I mean, the Gallo Thracians are going to break through this line here. They're going to need some reinforcements in here soon. More and better troops landing for Titus as well. We've got tribal warriors now landing. Looks like they might mop up this quite quickly. Parthia's going to need to turn something around to deal with these guys. But yeah, they're kind of dropping in dribs and drabs. Defenders right now kind of dealing quite well with most threats. This is kind of the biggest threat at the moment now. This big blob here. Big blob of attackers, and there you go. That sound is the sound of Egypt landing more troops, and he's landing his thorax. It draws away Gallic, like mercenary Gallic warriors that were fighting in that front line over there. But yeah, this is getting pretty thin here. Actually, there's a tiny Parthian infantry unit that's holding that line, and that is it. Maybe they're not going to plan to hold there in that corner anymore. I don't think you need to. Try and fall back a little bit. Maybe let them in. And the problem is, by doing that, once they're in, it's kind of hard to get the attackers back out. There you go. Thorax Sword's getting jabbed in the side. That's not bad there. Bloodsword might want to think about going in because that unit's about to encircle Parthian swords there and end their lives, and then the hopes of holding back that mass by the breach. Titus right now having a pretty tough time landing, but he's got these guys freed up. They're not really engaged properly. It's only a hillman actually he's fighting, so he should really deal with these guys. Half the army, like half these units are looking the wrong way, like they're not even interested in what's going on around them. And there you go, looks like that thorax did manage to get in the back of the, I think it was the thorax, got into the back of the line over here that broke the Parthians, and now the Bloodsworn are in all sorts of problems. They're getting encircled by Tylis and also by Egypt here. So that's another unit that's kind of been dragged in to defend this sort of area, and they're going to die very quickly, those Bloodsworn. Think it's time to pull back. Oh, Rome has still some healthy units. I thought they were kind of finished. Parthia, though, doing as much damage as he can. Now it would have been quite good to have the cav, like Parthia's camels. Just hammer and anvil these guys. Parthia jabbing whilst in melee. Very cheeky, to be honest, but he's doing some good damage. It's always handy. Egypt here, yeah, he's just chasing down Parthia. Parthia might be in trouble here. Might be about to lose another infantry unit. He spammed a load of them out, but he's going to need a whole bunch more for this late game, that's for sure. We've got the mercenary hoplites here on the defense. Hopefully they've got some range units on these cliffs ready to shoot down into them, do some serious damage. One positive is that certainly Rome's archers all gone. Egypt's, I think, are pretty healthy, to be honest. And also, well, they don't really have any as Tylis. They're using slings, and he's firing shots right now, wasting ammo. Shooting at what? Oh, he's shooting at this melee over here against Wooden-as spears. Definitely does not get the angle. So that's good if, you know, using missiles as a defender, they're going to be able to, hopefully, without getting, you know, attacked too much, be able to do with it. Wooden-as spears are losing here, though, slowly but surely. So maybe those slingers are doing something, you know. But yeah, general retreat is getting called everywhere. These Wooden-as spears decided not to hold here. So now means these ones can't hold, and they're actually going to pull out of combat, which is never a good idea. And yeah, they're not going to get far, and they're going to get chopped up a little bit more. Wooden-as spears, instead of holding here, they got a good volley off themselves into the Galathracians, who have now engaged here. More tribal warriors going in. Tribal warriors now probably have enough to get through this wall. I don't know, maybe get through these Wooden-as spears. They're pretty solid, but I think they need to be in shield wall to really get over their defensive buffs. Egypt holding the line here quite nicely. Parthia holding the line here quite nicely against Egypt. Thorax I just never see Thorax succeed that well. I'm sorry, Thorax, but it's true. And we've got mercenary hoplites. He's holding here instead. I'd hold further back, holding the actual choke point here, because then you can get side shots with the archers. It's kind of difficult to get side shots from that when they're defending this position. So that would be a mistake, in my opinion, from Parthia. But maybe Parthia's out of ammo. I don't know, but I don't think he is. Swaby, I definitely think has ammo left as well. Parthians here kind of wasting their ammo. You need to make sure you have your fire wheel off with your jabbies so you don't just fire a little early and just kind of waste your ammo. There you go. Mercenary hoplites are actually winning that fight. There you go. What do I know about Rome 2? Maybe they're okay, these mercenary hoplites. Wooden-as spears cycling in and out. Interesting. Don't know if they could really do that. effectively anyway. I don't think he's going to get... what's the charge was? It was 29. Not nearly as good as a Galatian Royal Guard, actually. Better than a Tri-Warrior, so maybe they can. But they are losing now, decisively. These guys, I think, need to get in their shield wall, and then they have some insane defensive stats so we can get into shield wall. They haven't managed to do it, again. Whether the player's just unaware of it, but, or maybe I'm just talking rubbish, but I'm pretty sure Wooden Spears are pretty good on the defense. If they get in the shield wall, they're like the hoplite wall here. It's a super good defensive ability, which they're gonna need. They're gonna need. Here we go, it's a stalemate really over there. They're not going to be able to do much. And here we go, looks like we're going to see a bit of a push. Egypt and Tyus getting through. Oh, I love, look at that from Rome. Tiny little chest judo. That's quite cute. And here we go again. Parthi giving the job holding the line. The Wooden Spears not doing it. The hoplites going back in. Archers being used here, but they're not going to get great side shots. That's the problem. You need to position your archers in the right place where you can get good killing zones. Yeah, I mean, this is okay, but really the attackers can do the same here. If they get up their archers here, if they've got any left, yeah, Egypt's got a whole bunch over here. Actually, got Rhodian Slinger. Oh, he's brought 2 Rhodian Slingers. Don't often see that, but yeah, he's got 2 of those. He's got Cretan archers here, which he could be bringing over. Set them up over here, get some nice side shots into the side of Parthia, unlock that defense immediately. I mean, they're going to go, I'd say, slight side shots here. They're not like masses. I mean, they are actually, to be fair, they're killing those Galatians quite nicely. Not bad at all there. The Galatians in here, they are carving through the Parthians and the mercenary hoplites here. The Javis are just cycling in, cycling up units Javi into this defense, and I don't blame them. Mercenary hoplites in that hoplite wall are going to be hard to kill. Easiest way to kill them, use projectiles. Javis are just so dangerous. Parthia gives ground to allow the Wooden Spears to charge. That charge bonus, they might do okay. I mean, what are they? Yeah, they get some kills. I don't know if they're going to be able to beat these Royal Guard here of Galatia. Or well, of Egypt, really, but you know what I mean. Yeah, can't really stand it stood off here. I feel like they know that they can't break through here. If it's going to break through anyway, it's going to be over here. Why they haven't also thought to make a push here? Tylus could definitely give it a go. His Swordmaster's waiting, which is a good sword unit, granted, but if you attack them on more than one front, it's going to mean that defenders, like, A, have to micro a little bit more, but also they're stretching their defenses and their resources a bit more. Which is just the way to go about it. I mean, look at the balance of power. Yeah, I do wonder whether the defenders are really rethinking their strategy of attacking outside the settlement to start with, whether they thought, oh, it's not really a great idea. This is a lot better, though. This could get some good kills. Again, need to make sure you got your guys off fire at will. Like, all these guys have got their javies ready to throw. They're not going to get great kills. If anything, they might javvy their own guys in the back. The one on the end should definitely javvy, because that can get good side shots. But that's it. That's all it needs to javvy. And then now they're all going to activate and javvy because, yeah, they've got the space and they've got the angle. That poor Thorax there is going to get murdered. They shouldn't just, yeah, they should use them one at a time, just javvy side, get side shot javvies, because, you know, they're a luxury to have. We're going to see pikes now come up for Egypt here. Thorax pikes coming up. That will make a difference. I don't think the defenders have any pikes available. Well, they don't, for a fact. Unless Egypt has still got anything for the defending Egypt, that is. Has anything up his sleeve, so I don't think he does. He uses pikes all at the beginning in that land fight. Parthia and Swaby do not have pikes in their roster, that's for sure. I have a feeling that Egypt player out here fighting just is like, I've got 5 minutes, you know, before I have to go have some dinner or something. He's like, I'm just gonna get as many kills as possible, and then all that F4. Fair enough to the man. He's still got his Cretan archers there, but that's it. But yeah, good to see Tylus attacking over here now. Swordmasters are winning, but you know it's drawing more troops away from the main fight, which slowly but surely the attackers are winning. Yeah, Swordmasters should get through most of these guys. I mean, they are like top tier swords. And they're fighting what? Pretty, I'd say mid tier with the tribal warriors, and then yeah, lower tier Gallowthracians are not that great. And they're jabbing. Oh no, they're focusing them down with archers here, I think. The archers firing? Maybe it's not. Oh no, it is. It's mercenary Gallic hunters here. They're shooting the pikes in the back down, which is good to see. They have pretty low missile block chance. Yeah, good to see they're hitting those guys. There is another one in melee, so, and that one's doing pretty well. It's winning slightly, 55 kills. It might be what's making the difference in this fight against the mercenary hoplites. Which, how many kills these guys got? Yeah, like 20 kills. I mean, they beat a pain, but they're not getting the kills. Hopefully those Persian archers or Parthian archers, whatever they are, have really done well. Yeah, 149 for them. What is this one on 157? I mean, pretty average, I'd say, for an arch unit. Egypt over here is running into a brick wall, though. He is dying here. All this thorax going, but it is tying down a lot of Parthian troops too. Got more mercenary hoplites here. Again, not many kills for them, but they may have not seen a lot of action. Rome, I guess, give them the responsibility of defending that, to be honest. Egypt just needs to keep plugging his way down the center, I think, here. And he'll eventually get through. And Rome is going to send in his general. Don't know how wise an idea that is. He's charged into the swordmasters here. In prolonged melee, that general will just die. I mean, even just going in now, getting in and out, he won't die this time, but he might die in the second one. Just loses HP. I think he's trying to get around. Well, maybe not. No, he is trying to just charge into the infantry here, trying to make a difference. I don't think he's going to, really. All he's going to do is get himself killed slowly but surely. Like I said, Rome 2 Cav, not quite the same as Attila Cav. It's not as potent. That's one way to describe a pike. Get out of the way, it's damn sharp. Alright, so yeah, they're slowly getting attrition down over here. So, I mean, that's good for the defenders. Like I said, I feel like they should have fell back a little bit more, held somewhere else, use their archers. Whether they didn't have a lot of archer armor left to expend there, but use your angles a little bit better, potentially. Also could set up their archers over here, where they're now fighting in this street. Set up your archers about there, and then you could side shot into all of these in combats as well. Because right now he's like trying to get direct shots. and like the infantry, they've got their shields facing that direction. They've got a better chance of blocking stuff. It might sound silly, but it's true. Getting side and rear shots in Total War is so much better than getting just front-on shots. You might kill the unit eventually, but it'll take more shots to do so. They're going to keep slowly plugging away. Thorax pikes here. They just have to keep poking away, stay out of range. Got 119 kills. They're doing well. Nice to see a good game where pikes do well. Mercenary hoplites here. Actually winning. Got 68 kills. Don't see them getting 100, but there you go. This is the way to break through, though. All these Persian elite archers here. And they get their spears out, so they are kind of like good for anti-cav, but they are not going to stop a thorax push here. Even if they are like weakened thorax, these guys I think will still kill off the Persian archers. So this is the way through, really, over here. There's Persian archers here. They're dying quickly. Yeah, losing decisively. This is the way through. Really, you should see something get pushed up here. Oathsworn, maybe some of these tribal warriors. Yep, there you go. I think that's tribal warriors getting activated for the exact stuff. I said no, everything there now. Just try and break your way through, and then you can try and outflank, outdo this Parthian sword defense. I think it looks like Parthia, anyways. Falling back to this next line here, which is good to see. They are slowly getting attrition down. Wooden has spears there. Trying to hold the line. Get those guys in like their shield wall, they'll hold for a lot longer. I think it makes them immobile, but I think it gives them super strong buffs. Killing Egypt's general would be great. He's gone in for the fight. Thorax swords here. And did the pikes just push forward? I think they have. Pikes are kind of out of formation. Bit of a mistake there, I think. Could they be killed off now? Maybe? That's down to 83. They're not dropping that quick. I think 217 kills. They've done well. Done very well. The other ones, yeah, still a pretty healthy 118, so might actually get some use out of it. It doesn't look like they need to worry about breaking through the archers over here, because they've actually just broken through here themselves. Parthia's infantry gave in, and now they're going to go on to another wave of it, does Tireless. Or maybe not. Parthia's going to give ground. Where is he going back to? Oh, Parthia's routed en masse on this side here. I guess that's why he's falling back, but he's getting jabbed in the face, or in the back, sorry, for his crimes. Losing quite a lot of troops there as they go. But these guys might have to commit. I don't know if they're going to get out of there in time. Oh, they're going to have to try really hard. Or he's going to keep just... Well, I think Egypt actually kind of saved him there. He charged into a different unit. Charged into the Parthian sword that's already committed. These guys have set up, but this is going to be their final stand, I think, here. But yeah, I wonder whether they think, should we have attacked outside? They kind of traded armies. Like, Rome was pretty much gone. Egypt was, is gone. Like, they're defending Egypt. So it's kind of hard to see if it was a good trade, really. They needed to, like, do a lot of damage to Egypt without, like, not really doing any, like losing significant losses. I also just realized, I've not really been paying attention. Parthia's general... Where is he? I presume... Oh, I can hear him. There he is. Yeah, he's been in this forest this entire time. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure he went out here. And he's not come back. So yeah, he's just kind of been stood out there. Could have maybe used him to do some cycle charges. Also, Parthia, that's what I was coming on to. Parthia wasting his camels. Like, that was like a good 2,500 gold wasted. But yeah, it's like there's a bit of a poor use of some resources, certainly by the defenders, which often is what makes a difference. Is just like how well do you use your troops. Like if you're gonna spend real big on like a camel cataphract as a defender, my gosh, if you're gonna expect it, I expected to be getting 200-300 kills minimum, probably 200, like minimum 150, sure. Like you could be doing some good damage. Certainly taking out like archers or like a general, something like that. That'd be huge to take out. I thought they were through here as well, Titus, but there is one more swordmaster to get through. I mean, they are just slinging it while they can with the Rhodian slingers here. Not a bad idea. Try and weaken it up. But yeah, they are nearly through. And same on this side here. I mean, it looks like we've got swordmasters getting cycled in and out by Swaby. We've got the Parthian swords holding the line. Everyone's just got javies out. No one's really actually fighting each other. Just throw your javies, guys. Same over here, actually. Titus has just got his javies out. I'm going to see these guys cycle back in, maybe. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought I saw shots up here. Military Gallic Hunters now up on that cliff top. They'll get some okay side shots from where they are there, yeah. But I feel like they missed their opportunity a little bit. The swordmasters here, I think they're going to javvy, but they're not going to get great javvy angles. Having to shoot over the top of their own troops. I mean, they could, I guess, go for the Thorax General here. Royal Thorax General, he's got his side on sort of here to get javvied. Javid there. And we've got the swordmasters there getting committed by the tribal warriors. I think getting hit by slingers. This is just why they're losing sometimes, winning other times. General here could just sneak around. Really, like the attackers should just going around. There's a massive gap here. Rome's kind of done it in a very clumsy way here. That's the clumsiest I've ever seen. And that might be, I don't know, maybe Rome's general dead. I'm not sure. No, I don't think it is. I wonder if anyone's general had died, but I don't think that has been. Parthia's general? Oh, it's Parthia's general. Absolutely, yeah. Parthia's general's died. He's come back in through the gate. I totally forgot about him. Has he just come in through the gate? That's the only way I can see that he's got back in. Oh no, he's probably coming through here. He's coming through there, hasn't he? Yeah, he's getting javied. Oh jeez, yeah, that's not pleasant at all. Yeah, that's how he's ended up dying. Yeah, he's charged in there. Why did he die before? I guess I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just Anyway, Parthian general died there. I was trying to see what the rest of his unit was that he got killed off, but I really don't know where it was. But he came in and got himself killed. Parthia is now going to mass rout, and that's going to be Swaby dead as well. So yeah, in the end, it started as a very exciting sort of start with a full army sally out. And then it kind of just turned into a pretty standard siege where the defenders didn't really have any plans. I feel like their plan was to really, sally out and try and win that sort of battle, at least the initial battle where they do such enough damage that it was going to make it really hard for the attackers. Didn't quite work. And yeah, that was unfortunate. I feel like maybe it would have been better off just staying inside the settlement, to be honest. I mean, yeah, look at that. Hannibal got the second most kills. Overlander didn't get too well. That's why I don't think Parthia really works well as a faction for defense, unless you are going like cav heavy and one of your teammates can sort of like spam out a lot of good, cheap, efficient infantry. But yeah, it certainly was still a good fight nonetheless. It was sent in by Ark, who was playing as Tireless. Solid faction to play. He had a pretty solid game as well with these gold chevron. Galathracians doing very well for him. 331 kills. That's not even a gold chevron one. 210 kills for the Galathracians here. 208 with another one here. His tribal warriors, which are like the bread and butter of your army. 126 kills there. 169. 190, 225, 257 kills for those there. It's not too bad at all. Then we have Nilo. I'm gonna go with that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong. Playing as Rome. Interesting army. It brought Velites, I just realized as well. Not that they really got any kills. I think these guys all got mowed down by chariots, unfortunately. But 149 kills here with the armored legionaries. 237 with another legionary there. 194. The Praetorian Guard getting 193 kills. Yeah, Gladiators sadly did nothing. Then we have the one and only playing as Egypt, getting mercenary Rhodian slingers here, getting 143 kills. His Cretan archers outdid them, getting 208 kills. The Egyptian infantry even got 127 kills. And the Galatian Royal Guard getting 260 kills, 225 here, 294 kills with Galatian Royal Guard. Pikes, 258 in the end for them, not too bad at all. 166 with the Thorax Swords, 202 with another here, showing they can do okay in some scenarios. Ryan Kroll playing as Swaby, getting 143 kills there. 260 kills another Swordmaster. His Gallic Hunters, 195, 192 kills, 111. Yeah, I don't know if he glitched these guys in or whether he's just playing as a different Swaby faction. 119 kills here with the Wooden Spears. They definitely didn't do as well. I don't know if you used them correctly. I think they're just supposed to just hold the line and just be a real pain to break through. That's how I'm aware that he's supposed to use them. Bloodsworn getting 118 kills, and his Gallic warriors here getting 107, 111 kills. Then we have Overlander playing as Parthia, 187 kills here with the Royal Cataphracts. Yeah, great waste with these Camel Cataphracts here, 106 and 17 kills. Ugh, that's sad to see. Elite Persian Archers, 170, 151. The Mercenary Hoplites, yeah, 77 kills, not masses, and they cost quite a bit as well, I think. Parthian Swords, 105 kills, 102, 94, the best for them. Then we have Hannibal playing as Egypt, 397 kills with his African War Elephants here. His cab brought so much of it, really didn't do a lot in the end. I wonder whether bringing just more infantry might work for him, to be honest. That definitely would have probably been more cost effective. Like bringing some Quranian Axemen with all those Javis, they could have done a lot of damage. Scythe Chariots, 406 for them. Cretan Archers, 175, 156. He brought one Galatian Royal Guard, only got 85 kills, which is pretty sad to see. Pikes, 74. And then his Thuria Spears, yeah, also didn't really do that well. His infantry kind of got blitzed. His archers and his sort of like special units, as you might call them here, really saving his KD. But there you go, guys. That is today's Rome 2 Siege Battle. If you did enjoy and want to see more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're not here, and a comment show support. Hit that notification bell as well so you don't miss out on any Rome 2 shenanigans. And do check out some of the videos appearing on your screen now if you want to see more, if you've got a taste for more ancient warfare. But until next time, guys, I'll see you folks in the next one.